This Is Us is one show that just can't stop making headlines, even after 5 seasons of being on air. This raw, unfiltered family drama that explores family dynamics is incredibly well received and pretty much timeless, according to critics and fans alike. This is why it's not surprising when fans of the show want to know more details about the proceedings behind the camera. Today, we'll talk about 10 of the most interesting behind-the-scenes secrets and details about This Is Us. Number 10. The cast banded together for a raise. The Hollywood industry is tough. Brilliant actors are often roped into terrible contracts when they're first starting out, and more often than not, these actors have to wait literal years to renew their contracts to negotiate a pay raise. But after seeing the massive success that This Is Us had garnered, actors on set decided to fight for their rights together. Only 2 years into the show, after they saw the huge ratings that the show's second season premiere garnered, the cast got together and demanded a huge pay increase for everyone on the set to reflect the success of the show. Even then, the highest pay raise was $80,000 for the top-paid cast members, so it's fair to assume that they were being underpaid for their talent on a massively successful show. Number 9. Jack's mustache almost didn't happen. Yes, we know it's impossible to imagine the show without Jack Pearson's luscious mustache in the flashback scenes, but it almost didn't happen. Makeup department head Zoe Hay revealed that although she liked the facial hair from the start, it was a hard sell. In the second episode of the first season, Milo Ventimiglia recalled it was scripted that Jack was clean-shaven but 8 years older. It was then that he himself suggested wearing a mustache. They shaved half of his face before executive producers got a hint and came running to check on them, but by then, the damage had already been done. Number 8. Kate's wedding dress. Kate's wedding dress in This Is Us, like most other big events of the show, was an incredibly emotional episode. Kate's gorgeous wedding dress outshone almost all elements of the episode though, and there's a reason for that. The dress was couture, one of a kind, designed and created by Baumet. Chrissy Metz, who plays the character, even joked that people keep asking her where they can buy the dress, and she goes, "It's couture, you can't." Baumet, the designer of the dress, claimed that it was gorgeous and that their stitcher worked on it for almost 3 weeks. She explained that the dress is all handmade and the bodice is encrusted with additional hand beading and it's layered. It's really a couture, a beautiful couture dress, and she's very proud of it. Number 7. The title of the show. Did you know that the show was not originally intended to be called This Is Us? Of course, the title seems extremely fitting to the show's context and narrative, even if it's somewhat generalizable. Even so, we bet you would think This Is Us is a better title than what they had originally intended to name the show. The original title of the show was just going to be 36, the number 36. Of course, this is the age the siblings turned in the pilot episode, but even so, it fails to capture the nuances that its predecessor manages to. Dan Fogelman, the show creator, knew the title was weak and uninspiring, fortunately enough, and eventually came up with This Is Us, mostly because he liked how it looked at the beginning of the show. Number 6. A fat suit? This Is Us relies on authenticity and deep character analysis to invoke the tearful moments that have us sniffling into our pillows in the middle of the day that we know. Chrissy Metz's performance as Kate Pearson has been especially complimented for its authenticity, so it is quite a contrast to see that her fiancé Toby is not. It was revealed sometime between seasons that Chris Sullivan, the actor who plays Toby, actually wears a fat suit. Many fans were enraged, although the general response was mixed for the most part. Many viewers asked the simple question of why an actor who was actually that weight was not hired. Wearing a fat suit is already considered to be offensive, especially when the industry has used it to encourage damaging stereotypes about fat people for years now. But when actor Sullivan was asked about the outrage, he simply responded that people were just looking for something to nitpick about a show so beloved. He said that outrage is a hobby for some people. Number 5. Moore's engagement. Fans had been waiting a very long time to see Mandy Moore, the actress who played Rebecca Pearson, get engaged to her long-term partner and musician, Taylor Goldsmith. The way the engagement was announced, however, leads us to believe that the cast is closer and more tight-knit than we may have expected. For even though Moore had been seen with a ring dazzling on her ring finger, no official confirmation of the news came from either party first. No, in fact, her co-stars Chris Sullivan and John Huertas were the ones who inadvertently confirmed that the star had, in fact, been affianced. At the release party for the This Is Us soundtrack, a reporter from Entertainment Tonight asked the two to dish, and they were more than happy to. Sullivan didn't hesitate for a moment as he revealed that he'd just been in the studio with her boyfriend, following it up with, well, now fiancé. Huertas then said that he was really happy they were going to be joining the club. Number 4. It takes 3 hours for the older Rebecca to be camera ready. 3 whole hours. To be the present time version of herself, Mandy Moore must sit through an extensive 3 hours of prosthetics and makeup transformations, all so she can achieve a believable older person look. And it's not just her who has to sit for hours on end to transform anymore. Now that every character has an older self in the flash-forward scenes we've been made privy to, we've learned that actors like Sterling K. Brown are not exempted from the time-consuming process either. He revealed that it took about 4 hours of makeup and prosthetics to turn him into an older version of himself. Zoe Hay revealed that in order to keep things fun during the long hours, a good playlist is key. We play some groovy 1940s music, so we have a nice, chill atmosphere, she said. Number 3. Kevin Spacey reference. Recently, a lot of victims of sexual assault in the Hollywood industry have come out with allegations against powerful people that dominate the industry. In the midst of a troublingly long list, actor Kevin Spacey made an appearance. Now, even associating with someone with allegations of misconduct, and sexual misconduct at that, is not a good look for a show that deals in all types of eventful and problematic elements that plague one's life. The problem came about when a scene including a quote mentioning Kevin Spacey had to be edited out post-production since the allegations against him came forth. The name itself wasn't a problem when the script was being written or even performed in front of the cameras, but became one shortly before the episode needed to be aired. It was commended by a lot of people and seen as the right move to take in a situation like that. Number 2. Mandy Moore's age. There's no doubt that Mandy Moore plays the role of the triplets' complexly written mother to perfection. Her acting skills are unparalleled when it comes to mothering her TV children, even under all that old people makeup that she has to put on for all present and future sequences. This is why it may be a very interesting and fun fact to note that she is actually the youngest of the adult cast in the show. Yes, Mandy Moore is actually younger than her on-screen daughter and sons in present-day scenes. It's a fascinating concept to think about, one that starts making sense once you consider all the different timelines the show must have had to cater to with casting choices. But it is also a credit to the actress, who makes her character incredibly believable, regardless of the circumstances that might deter some. Number 1. Plot secrets are protected using code words. Yes, you heard that right, because even in a show with a crew and cast as close as that of This Is Us, secrets are a difficult burden to bear, and so the team has crafted a clever and secure way to ensure spoilers are kept at bay for as long as possible. This Is Us uses code words to describe crucial upcoming events to keep its secrets under wraps. Mandy Moore once revealed a specific example of this happening on set. She explained that to dissuade people from finding out what really caused Jack's death, a major plot point in the show, the team referred to it as the marble. What's ironic is that the marble really has nothing to do with the fire that actually caused Jack's death, which is what makes it the perfect code name. And that's all for today. What did you think of this list? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed watching the video, be sure to leave a like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications by pressing the bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.